Of course, everybody knows Angela Lansbury, a legend of both stage and screen. But now, at the age of 82, Ms. Lansbury is taking on a whole new role, one she believes is the most important of her lifetime. Here's NBC's Gina Kim.
On television, Angela Lansbury was facing a family crisis.
Her doctor said she has what they call amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. I said, well, what is that? He said, it's a disease, which we now refer to as ALS, or Lou Gehrigs Disease.
In 1985, Lansbury's beloved sister, Isolde, was diagnosed with a terminal illness that has no known cure and no known cause.
I didn't know how to help her.
Isolde Denham died 2 years later, leaving behind a family of legendary actors. Now, decades after Isolde's death, Lansbury is turning the pain from her past into activism.
We can solve the mystery. Eventually,
Lansbury has just become the new face of the ALS Association and is making a television comeback in a new public service announcement debuting this month.
The ALS Association can help people with ALS do this.
Every day, some 15 Americans are diagnosed with ALS. Its victims usually die within 2 to 5 years, their muscles wasting away until they can no longer walk, talk, or breathe.
What Angela wants is everyone to get on board to help us to achieve a world without ALS.
You look at your head, we're going to control.
For Lansbury, it's about turning her lifetime achievements into a life achievement, honoring her sister by helping others with her disease. For today, Gina Kim, NBC News, Los Angeles.
Angela Lansbury is the new spokesperson for the ALS Association, and Dr. Lucy Broyne is the association's science director and vice president. Good morning to both of you.
Well, good morning to you, Al.
You know, Angela, your sister died in 1987, and this is really before many of the breakthroughs and therapies that have been developed came through. What were her symptoms?
Well, first of all, she complained of soreness in her neck, and then gradually various portions of her body became paralyzed, and finally she couldn't swallow, and then finally she couldn't breathe, and that was the end of her life. And she lived probably about less than 2 years, as far as I could see, because I was in America and she was in England, so we just talked on the phone. But certainly I went and saw her during the period that she was suffering, and I could see what was happening and what a dreadful, desperate disease it was.
More than 20 years has passed since her death, and you approached the ALS Association. They didn't come to you. Why did you decide to do this now?
Well, you know, when you get to be my age, you receive a lot of accolades for your career and for the things that you've accomplished in your lifetime. And I thought, now it's time for me to give back something, you know, because after all, I'm not working all the time, and this was a subject that really interested me greatly, and I thought maybe I can bring some force to bear here. Maybe I can bring the public's awareness to the need for us funding the wonderful research programs that my wonderful friend Dr. Lucy Broyne is bringing to the table at this point, and is actually a vice president of the ALS Association.
In fact, Doctor, what are some of the underlying causes of this disease? Do we know at this point?
Well, that is the challenge. We don't know most of the causes. 5 to 10% of ALS is genetic, and we know some of the genes now linked to the disease, which has given us the clues and helped us fund the research programs worldwide to make a difference in understanding the disease.
And what are your latest findings? How confident are you of finding a cure in the next 5, 10, 20 years?
Well, I think this is an extremely exciting time for ALS research, and in the scientific field we are making huge advances in understanding the disease, and through our research programs we are now actually able to take good lab ideas from the bench and bring them into clinical testing. So we're very grateful for Angela to bring awareness to the disease, because it does need the funding and support to make a difference.
Go ahead.
I was going to say funding is everything, and I'm so interested because there are chemists all over the world who are in touch with Lucy, in Ireland, my goodness, in London, at King's College, Australia, South Africa, everywhere. Chemists are working, pharmaceutical companies are trying to find a way of allaying and slowing the disease and having some sort of control over it.
Yeah, well, Dr. Lucy Broyne and Angela Lansbury, thank you for lending your name. Thank you for the work you're doing, Doctor, and the ALS Association is doing to find some sort of cure. for this dreadful disease.
Well, thank you.
So much.
We'd like to give you this from the ALS Association
Well,
in appreciation for helping us to realize our vision of a world without ALS.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank
It's awfully nice of you to bring a little parting gift.
We want you to remember us.
We certainly will.
Because we'll be back.
All righty.
Okay.
Thank you so much. To learn more about the ALS Association, check out our website at todayshow.com.